says, I hate this place, this is a bunch of sin, this is disgusting.
Which it is.
Yeah, no, it still is that.
But now I'm a part of it, and it's fun.
You could win big.
Be like, I put it all on black.
Then I win?
I do 3-point stance, and then I pee so that I'm stable if there's turbulence.
Can we just address your muscle memory has put your hand to hold your horse?
I don't know if you've ever wrangled a serpent to 35,000 feet.
I got called a Nazi, Jewish propagandist, and I got called white Christian nationalist.
Whoa. People that use nicotine rarely die from Alzheimer's.
Wow. Are we glad you're here? Welcome to Man vs. Morning. Nice. Sync
Wow.
clap. I'm Jake Watson, and today I am joined by my lovely co-hosts, Nolan the Sandalorian and his linen shirt.
Nice.
And Nolan and his linen shirt.
I know, Nolan has like dress.
Oh, Tackett's here too. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Oh, hey, bud, how you
You guys are dressed so nice, I didn't get the memo
And
at
Tackett
all.
the tactician.
Not in a linen shirt.
I just wanted to see what would happen if I didn't say your name and how you'd react.
I just think that Nolan looks very nice today.
Thank you.
Hi. Nolan and Jake here. We just wanted to let you know that if you're watching this show on YouTube, 60% of you are not subscribed to this channel.
That's outrageous.
It's outrageous. And if this is more than the first episode you've seen, we actively encourage you to subscribe.
I'm actively threatening you.
No one's threatening you. I'm encouraging you. Comme ci, comme ça. But anyway, we just wanted to let you know. Consider subscribing.
Okay, love you, bye, mean it.
Back to the episode.
I'm concerned that both of you guys have holes in your pants.
Specifically on the knees.
Those pants are so nice.
At least
but
we
they're, like,
have
ruined
pants
now.
on, okay?
I
You're
know.
going
Yeah, but-
around in short shorts. When we were on the airplane coming back, it looked like you had a man bikini on.
Mankini.
That thing those shorts had ridden up so much in the
They were
seat.
so
And I
They were
saw
cutting off your thigh
everything.
circulation.
That flight back from Vegas was miserable, dude. I couldn't get comfortable. My back was on fire, and then I had a Diet Coke and ice, and I dumped it between like the tray table and the seat, and I had taken my shoes off, so it like soaked my right foot and all went in my shoe.
He was just walking around the airport with a
Oh, I
sloppy
was
shoe.
so
It was
grumpy.
such unfortunate placement of the shoe. It was
Nowhere else to put it.
perfectly there to receive all of the Coca-Cola that went over the side.
That plane was just the prettiest, cleanest plane I've ever been on.
It was
in
the
my life.
nicest
was so
plane
nice.
I've been on in a long time, at least in terms of like 180 passenger 737s go. Everything was clean.
Yeah.
It was.
Even the bathroom was clean.
It was a newer one for sure.
I know, but
It was only 20 years old.
even the bathroom, when you go into most of them, by the time you're 2 hours into flight, the bathroom's not going to be clean. There's going to be water and piss drops everywhere, and that's just what happens,
Dude,
And then
the amount of piss that ends up in airport,
I know.
no, airport bathroom floors, but also airplane bathroom floors. What the fuck is wrong
Okay,
with you guys?
Let me ask you a
Just sit
question
down.
of etiquette.
If you can't hold
This is a very important question of etiquette.
Yes.
If you've look,
you
you're on
have
an
a buried
airplane.
penis.
You're on an airplane. You're 35,000 feet. Okay.
Up there.
You hit a little turbulence. First of all, I have to lean.
But are you
right?
6 feet from the edge?
I do 3 feet. We'll talk about that. I do 3-point stance. Okay. I got 2 feet on the ground wide, and then I lean against the side.
While you're pissing?
And then I pee so that I'm stable if there's turbulence.
Can we just address where you have, like, your muscle memory has put your hand to hold your horse cock? Can we just talk about this?
Yeah,
So I'm sorry.
pee.
And he's like this. He's like, well, I'm
I pee.
here, and I've got this 3-point stance. I put both feet up, and I've got to wrangle this python.
Serpent at 35,000 feet.
I don't know if you've ever wrangled a serpent at 35,000 feet, but let me tell you,
Anyways,
20-foot Burmese python is hard to
I
wrestle.
also did like a notional hand motion talking about holding your penis, and I did this.
And you were like, yeah, when I go in the bathroom.
There's 2 different types of men. Anyways,
How are you boys doing this morning?
Anyways, I'm
long
sorry.
ball, short shaft.
long ball, short shaft. So you're there. I do a 3-point stance. Okay.
Okay.
That way, if there's turbulence, but say you hit a little turbulence, well, you're midstream. Okay. Well, it gets on the side of the rim or whatever. Right. First of all, you flip up the seat. Right. Of
course, of
'Cause
course.
You're
You're a
courteous
human
to
being.
women.
Right.
Yeah. So say you get a little, because that happens.
Right.
Do you take toilet paper and clean it up?
Every time.
Of course.
Okay. I do too.
I don't
Why
put
would
the
you
seat
not?
up. I just clean up after myself.
Right.
Because it happens. It happens.
Right.
I don't think it has anything to do with turbulence, though. Like, it's bar bathrooms. Every time we're like,
obviously, like you can hit the bowl the wrong way.
I don't think that's what it is either. I think there's like some unspoken. There's something with like guys. There's some weird social thing that's like no one knows that I did this, and they just pee all over everything in a bathroom. Like you can go in bathrooms and there's just a puddle underneath.
I've got a
urinal
question
and, like,
for this then.
There's no way that you were even trying.
Here's the question. When you go into a bathroom stall and there's already piss on the toilet seat and you're now using this bathroom, do you clean up somebody else's piss?
No.
Fuck no.
Look,
But then the guy after you thinks you pissed on the toilet
right.
seat.
That's the predicament.
Is there a line outside the door?
It's possible.
If there's a line outside the door, I'm gonna go, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it known that I didn't do that shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm like polite.
I don't like if it's really bad. I wouldn't. I'm not gonna sit there and clean it up. But if I'm in there and I'm pissed and it hits the bowl and a little sprinkle comes out.
Well, if it's your piss.
I'm
yeah.
like, well, and there's other piss. I'll take a healthy amount of toilet paper.
Yeah.
A very healthy amount of toilet paper. And I only started doing this like when I got older. I started having kids because you're less disgusted by how disgusting humans
that's
are.
true.
And I'll just do that and I'll just throw it in there and I'll flush it because I don't. What my thing is like, so there's gonna be some lady that has to come in after you. And you don't want to, it's just discourteous at that point to just.
When your daughters
Then
were,
she's got to clean it up.
Yeah.
when your daughters were younger,
Or a girl, or a little girl.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was when I know, because I never
Yeah.
paid attention to the bathroom really, like until I had Macy, and like she was
That's
little,
why
and
I
I would
started
have to
doing
go in
it
the bathroom with her,
Subconsciously, now that I'm thinking about
Yeah.
it, that's when I started doing
And
it.
it's not like JJ where you get them to just be like, their
Yeah.
pants to the floor and like,
I still be
His
like
ass
that.
is hanging
yeah,
out.
yeah. But like you have your little, like you have your like your 4 or 5 year old daughter, and you walk them into the men's bathroom, and like you like open the stall, and you think like,
Yeah.
I'd rather you pee outside. Like Jesus.
But more importantly, have you guys ever done that? At
This?
a bar?
What?
Like late night at a bar
drop
when
the
everybody's trashed, you just drop your pants to the floor and you piss your ass.
I like doing it when someone I know is in there.
I like doing it with
Like
randoms.
come in and push them to the floor so that they notice it, and then hook your shirt and be like, "Hey." Oh wait, hold on. Let me Jake watch that. Hey.
Fuck you.
Jake's got a fucking hog, dude. Him and King Trout out here fucking swinging lightsabers around.
So,
Death sentence.
Did you see Trout's like my like huge cock got me flipped at TSA again or whatever post?
No.
We like took a picture where it was like just his crotch alarmed coming through the X-ray thing.
I saw that.
If
yeah.
anybody's got a hog, it's Trout.
Dude,
Like 100%.
for sure. He's got to wrap it around his
Yeah,
leg for
tall,
sure.
lanky guys like Trout.
The
100% dude.
the
Hog.
lanky Irishman.
Yeah.
Tall, lanky guys. What's up?
Hell yeah.
So, I've got a word for today.
Okay.
Hog.
It's hog.
HAWWG.
Yeah.
G.
Hog. It's like thick with 3 C's, but it's hog with 2 W's.
HAUWWGEAUX.
Skinny white guys with hogs were made for
Hog.
thick women.
Hog. Where is this episode going?
I've got a
Thank you for watching this show. I
love the comments that are like, this show is my favorite because it isn't just some podcast about nothing. Are you watching the same show that we're making? Because that's not the show.
What's the show about? Nothing.
Yeah. We review Seinfeld.
Apparently, we've got a word of the day.
We do. It's serendipity. Serendipity means.
Can we do
Wait,
indubitably?
can I
next
do
time?
this?
Yeah, do you got it?
Can I do the etymology thing?
Hit it.
Serendipitous. Dipitus. O-U-S. Of serenity. Serene. S-E-R root. Latin.
For sure.
Latin meaning, no, not peace, that's pax. Latin meaning simple?
Nope.
What does it mean?
The occurrence of finding valuable or pleasant things by chance.
Well, I know that's what
Yeah.
it means. But, oh, sorry. Yes. I was going down the root word.
Wouldn't that be serendipitous?
It's serendipity. Serendipitous is the adjective version of it.
Oh, this was very serendipitous.
Yes.
But this is a moment of serendipity.
Correct.
Fucking look at me. I don't know where Puerto Rico is, but English language, I got
Hell
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Figured it
brother.
Still confused about Puerto Rico.
I'm smarter than you think I am. All right.
So now your gentleman's goal is to use serendipitous throughout this episode. Good luck. God bless.
Oh, I like this game.
Yeah.
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 Can we do Indubitably next time?
Sure.
Nice.
Indubitably.
Indubitably, we can. Absolutely.
One of my favorite memories of like getting like fucked up in high school, was sitting around on a back porch with a buddy of mine who like he just got very drunk and kept saying indubitably, and it just turned into it's like an inside joke.
Indubitably.
Yeah, I'll never forget it. It was the
It's
funniest
super.
night of my
That
life.
is a fun word when you're
Indubitably.
drunk. Indubitably.
Yeah.
Because it's all rolly in the mouth.
and hard
Lots
to
of
say.
B's. Yeah. But we just got back from Vegas, where
Yes.
Watson was wrangling a python on the plane.
Land of the fiddle.
There's snakes on this plane.
There's snakes in my pants. We were
That's why he
just
wears cowboy boots. He's got to keep the head tucked in his pants.
fuck. Nice.
There's a snake in my boot.
It brings whole new meaning, doesn't it? Where we just got back from Creator Range Day. Boys, did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was very serendipitous how Aiden set up that thing we went through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I gotta give Aiden like some like a
what I did there?
digital.
It's nice. It's nice.
You give
It
Aiden a
wasn't
digital
right.
high five on that. That was like a very good. He like established that lane.
Yeah,
very
way to
well.
go,
It
buddy.
was actually like really fun.
Cheers to Aiden. For those of you who are out there, you saw it. He ran a full shooting stage, which was super fun. I bet he had an absolute blast setting that up and running it. And for those of you who didn't see it, it will be on the next Cock and Load. So
Yes,
can
yeah.
tune in for that.
Yeah, with a bunch of really cool guests. We
Yeah.
were able to snag a bunch.
We
of
were
people
able to
shoot
get
that, which
Donut
was fun.
Operator, Fat Electrician, King Trout, Eli,
Did you say
Brandon
Brand- okay.
Herrera,
Caleb Francis.
Caleb Francis, a
got-
bunch of people.
Yeah, we got Moody Fit.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, Moody.
Moody.
stepped
That's
up to
right.
the
Moody
challenge.
ran it.
So they're all going to be in the next Pepperbox Cock and Load episode.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
But I think those events are so much fun, and you don't see the underlying the generosity behind it, right? When you're just like a small creator and you get excited for it, you're just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But like when you're kind of on the back end, when you're behind the curtains a little bit and you see why Cody and Brandon are throwing this event, it's like we are trying to foster the next youth of content creators and make those connections and give
Just
you
how
a
much
place.
money is going into it. There's 11 chartered buses bringing people an hour from the hotel to the range. And
Yeah.
you're not, as the new creator that's out there that got invited to that, you're not spending a dime on shit.
Right.
Like, you don't.
In-N-Out comes out to sponsor the event
Yeah,
to
exactly.
give you free
Like,
food, free ammo.
and like little stuff too that you don't. Things that I didn't think about like getting into this originally was like there's photographers and stuff around everywhere, and they like Instagram DM you. Like I got DMs from a bunch of different photographers of photos. That's their job. Like as a young creator, you don't think about the fact that like someone just hooked you up with $1,000 worth of photography on this thing that you were at, and it doesn't cross. Like you don't know what it costs. It doesn't cross your mind. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, it's really a cool thing that they put on, and that's one thing that Brandon and Cody as well. But I feel like Brandon is specifically very he's desirous of that because he sees where he came from when he was coming up, and he wants to just try to facilitate that to the next generation, and it's really cool, man. It's really generous and. It's obviously it's a fun time for everybody. It's a really good chance to get everybody together, and to just shake hands and BS and talk about ideas and.
God, I can't. How many hours worth of content do you think comes out of one of those things? Like not even just like filming the event itself, but what people come up with. Like we should do this video together.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like just the back end conversations? I mean that's the most. That's the most important. Like the way that I was able to get into this industry was volunteering. But it's very serendipitous that I'm wearing my GOA hat today. I just looked at my West Fordell hat and was like, "Damn, that thing is gross now."
Yeah.
I've wrecked my West Fordell hat. But
Where's the hats, Wes? Come on.
Wes,
Yeah.
getting out and being able to volunteer with GOA originally got me out into like the convention world, which allowed me to meet people. And then it's all those conversations. Like someone's like, "Hey, like you're a lot of fun. Like, would you want to do this thing? Would you want to come on that?" Like. It's the best thing in the world. Like if you want to do this kind of stuff, like you have to just get out and know people.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, that is literally the only reason why I go to SHOT Show.
It's just a.
I didn't
I'm
even
just excited to see
buy-
my friends.
I didn't even buy a pass to the convention last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, do you have to buy that? I guess you do, don't you?
Well, they were, yeah. I mean, the year before they were given to us because somebody wanted us to come in and do a function there.
Just trying to function.
I'm just trying to function.
I'm just trying to function. My boy, get a little motion.
But this last year, that wasn't on the table, so it was just you had to buy one.
Okay. Yeah, I did it through gun shop or other. I've always been like sponsored into it in some way.
They're like
Yeah.
$550 or something like that.
Are they really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're expensive.
Oh. Are we
But I
gonna
never
buy
went
one
in
this year?
there.
Huh?
Are we buying one this year?
No.
I just want to go and do podcasts and shake hands with people outside of the convention.
I'm gonna sit at that cafe, right on the outside, and just sit there.
No one will
think
be
they're-
there. If you're looking for Nolan, he'll be there.
I'll be right there, and I'll be like, "Hey,
I don't
Yeah.
think they're
you want to film a
550.
podcast?"
Because I did a media pass as Mad Minute Tactician last year. I did one through the gun shop that I worked for, but I also did a media pass as MMT. I don't remember.
I have no idea how much
Yeah,
they cost.
couldn't tell.
I don't think they're
It's-
that bad.
When I was
Now
looking,
I'm gonna look into it because
when I was looking last year, it was like $500.
Really?
Yeah, maybe I'm getting it mixed up in my head because of the brain damage, but like,
I don't know. I want to walk the floor though. I like walking the floor and like interacting with people and checking stuff out.
That's nice.
Seeing what kind of innovation and what was it? Innovation and what?
perfection?
No, it wasn't
no.
perfection.
What is it?
It made me laugh out loud every time I saw it
Indubitably.
though.
No, Daniel Defense's sign.
Oh,
Is it-
yeah.
Is it innovation? or is it-
Innovation.
yeah.
It was innovation and something, and it was like, you guys have made the same rifle for 45
what is
years. like what?
Innovation unmatched or something.
Yeah, unmatched innovation.
We make 7 MOA overgas combat guns. We charge you $3,000. PSA, us, same thing. Ours has a Lexus sticker on it, but it's a Toyota.
But dude, Vegas was way
So okay, never being sponsored by Daniel Defense.
I could see that.
So okay with it.
Vegas was way more fun this time. We were talking about it. We were walking Fremont Street, and I was saying to you how like changing your outlook on the world is so like it's so good for you. Like 2 years ago, I would have gone to Vegas and been like, "This sucks. I hate this place. This is a bunch of sin. This is disgusting." And then I was walking,
Which
around
it is.
Vegas.
Don't
Yeah,
get me
no,
wrong.
it still is that. No, yeah, absolutely.
But now I'm a part of it, and it's fun.
no, but I was
Once
just
you embrace the hedonism, gold.
no,
I don't
you-
think that's where it was.
no. You don't embrace. You don't
That's what
embrace
I
it.
did.
You don't embrace the hedonism, but you just learn to just like accept that it exists
Oh man.
and stop fighting the wave of the universe, and you just kind of like laugh at
Yeah.
everything going on around you and how insane it is.
Yeah.
My favorite part
Yeah.
was we were standing on Fremont Street, and this homeless dude, just this fucking street person, walks out,
Yeah.
holds up a sign, and just says,
Very
"Fuck
unstable.
you," and he was just.
Yeah. Dude, I saw somebody give him money.
Yeah, somebody just gave him money.
Out of all the homeless people, I might give that guy money. At least he's just being upfront about it. I fuck with the energy.
Right?
That's
Can I hold your sign for a while?
Can I hold your sign?
Yeah. Pay you $50 for that sign.
We put it on the wall.
Yes.
We got this from a street person. It's got
It's
AIDS
just
on it.
permanently blurred. It's got AIDS now. It's got a little piss stain.
No,
on the
he
side
had
of it.
filled in the U as a single solid block.
Like a square?
Yeah.
So it just said, fuck, yo.
No, on the F word.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so he censored his cardboard?
Yeah.
He was like, man, this is never going to work with the algorithm.
They probably, maybe they didn't
He
let
was
him
playing
stand
the
there.
YouTube algorithm on Fremont
In
Street.
real life. Hey, maybe.
He got money, so it's working.
You never know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing you just kind of got to accept
Yeah.
is that there's always going to be that going on.
There's always going to be that
Yeah,
going on.
humans have never changed that about ourselves.
The thing that bothers me about Vegas isn't the dirtiness or the homeless people or the like. There is like just an awful seedy underbelly of Vegas. The thing that bothers me about Vegas is like when you walk out of a casino, specifically on like Fremont Street, and it's just daytime still. Like the way that the whole city is designed. To
Oh,
make
just
you-
so much LED.
You're lost in every building you go in. Everywhere you go, the music is the tempo, the metronome of the music
Yeah.
is always up everywhere you go, so that you're
Yeah.
hype. And then everywhere you go, it's lit like the daytime.
Dude, I was watching a documentary on pigeons last night.
Was it Ken Burns?
No, it was
Damn it.
It was a nature documentary. And they
Was it Angry Cops?
I don't know.
That's not a documentary, sir. That's just swearing with animals.
And apparently, apparently pigeons are the ones that are in cities are domesticated.
I thought you said insidious, and I was like, I need to know more about pigeons.
Wait.
Insidious pigeon.
Wait. Did you just
The
say?
city-dwelling insidious pigeon.
Did you just say that
there was something
the
off.
pigeons in the city are domesticated
Yes,
pigeons?
right,
Like
yes.
somebody owns them.
So
or-
check this out.
What do you mean by
So-
domesticated?
So they
Martin Lawrence.
I don't.
Whatever his name is.
Just by the way, if I'm wrong about this, don't crucify me in the comments. This is literally from a documentary I was watching, but I don't know why they would lie about this. Apparently
Documentaries never
pigeons. Apparently pigeons are descended from the rock dove.
Yes, that is true.
Okay, and the rock dove is basically like a pigeon, but it's wild and it lives on sea cliffs. And it lives in little holes and inlets on, sandstone sea cliffs. And so
They're hardy little birds.
So people over time, like we do with a lot of animals, we look at them and go, this would be a good food source. If I feed it, they come to me and then I'll just lock them up and breed the best ones, right? Classic domestication. So this happened with pigeons, and then the pigeons got out, and then that's where the city-dwelling pigeon comes from.
I'm so glad that you're telling me the story, because when we were in
We
Chicago,
were wondering this.
Yeah, we went outside of the venue to like mess with the crowd and
Yeah.
like hype people up.
There were pigeons everywhere.
There was this massive pack of pigeons, and I said out loud, like, "Are pigeons real? Like, where did they?
Like, why are they only in cities?
exist in cities. They only exist off of like human trash. Like,
Yeah.
where did they come from?
Yeah.
Originally.
Yeah.
Like, interesting. I mean, I know they were like carrier pigeons, and like that's it
Yes.
makes sense that they were in a hub of people, and then but
Yeah.
there had to have been a place originally before they were carrier.
So
pigeons.
apparently the ones in Manhattan have a slightly different sleeping and eating and breeding cycle than the other ones, because there's so much light in Times Square where they live that they have literally evolved to be able to stay up for way longer, and then to also to eat and feed and breed like at any time.
I love that we think that this isn't happening to us. I know. Like we can monitor things like that in the animal kingdom, the effect that like technology is having on the animal kingdom, but there's never a point
fine.
where it's like, oh, if you grew up in Vegas, you might be cooked, you know? Like
I don't.
Like Drugless Douglas.
like Drugless Douglas.
We had a really cool driver. He drove us around, and he was actually a really awesome guy. But he grew up there, and he had some wild stories.
Dude, oh my God, I don't think.
He's Chase if Chase hadn't escaped.
For those of you at home, I don't know if you guys know how detrimental that news is. The fact that just lights have completely changed the genetic makeup of pigeons to be able to do that. Oh, we're so done, dude.
Yeah, humans are
Imagine what
cooked.
just the TikTok blue light is doing to us.
And then
at
the-
2
on a
o'clock in the morning.
12-year-old, and and like they get 3 hours of sleep for school, so they don't process anything at school, and they come home to just Dude, Macy will FaceTime me, and it'll be like a group FaceTime where it's like all of her friends,
Because she can't just FaceTime one person anymore.
right? And they'll be like screen sharing, and they're on FaceTime,
But
hanging
on
out with
TikTok?
each other, but they're all on TikTok, and it's this like storm of. Everybody's volume is all the way up, and it's just a TikTok swipe, but it's 3 of them. And she'll just FaceTime me while I'm doing something, like, oh my God, like I love you, I want to talk to you, you're the love of my life, you're
Sounds
the
like a
most important
nightmare.
person in the world. Don't do this to me.
Yeah.
Like it's so overstimulating. And they're all like laying on their back in their bed like it's a normal. It's just what they're doing it to.
And
them on
cold,
Friday.
flat, dead affect.
Yeah. Hey, Dad. Like,
Their dopamine receptors are so fried.
fried,
Dude. I mean, my dopamine
I don't know what to do about
receptors
it
are
either, because
fried.
it's not like I can travel back to Virginia and snatch her phone. Like it's just that generation has to learn how to exist in a world that we just don't. Like I didn't grow up in that. It's this weird balance of like, do you take your kid's cell phone and prevent them from like adapting into the modern world, or do you accept the fact that like their world is just some shit that we don't? Because they're gonna have to learn how to survive in this new media age.
Well, yeah, you don't. So that's kind of where I'm at with my kids right now. Is they don't have a phone, they don't have a tablet, they don't have what's the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
But we'll rent it. You can rent them all from the library.
You can rent Nintendo Switches?
Yeah, from the
The
library.
library's getting weird.
Yeah.
You could read a book or TikTok.
Well, we do both. We don't let them TikTok. That's
They're TikToking on their Nintendo
But
Switch.
so
Books are now TikTok. They just swipe.
So
to
they
different
have the
ones.
device for, a couple of days, and then they'll play with it and learn it, and they'll play the games or whatever that are on there, and then get familiar with the technology, and then and then go back to like learning more traditionally. And so I'm trying to navigate that. And also Eliza, my oldest one, has shown an interest in editing and filming.
Yeah,
that's
and
super
stuff.
cool.
So I'm trying to encourage that because, that's obviously been a useful skill for myself. So if I can teach her some of that. But yeah, it's all just like, I don't know, managed exposure, I guess.
That's a good. I
Yeah.
like that.
is how I would phrase it. But still pretty terrifying, when you think about the prospect of how that could be affecting kids who are adolescent,
Yeah.
and then they're going to go out into the world and they're going to have to make hard decisions and do real adult life stuff.
Well, you can see how distracting and jarring it is. Like my little boy, 6 months, right? I'll turn on like music on the TV, just like some calm lo-fi or background music, but it's got an image because I'm using YouTube, right?
And
he just goes,
yeah.
and I'm like, no!
But
Turn him around, shake him.
that's my like moral dilemma with what we do now is that like I have a moral issue with social media and how it interacts with the human brain.
But I make money from social
Yeah,
media.
but then I'm also on the back end going, how do I manipulate your monkey brain to get you to watch this? Like I am a part of the.
Right. Controlled exposure.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I mean,
it's just that next generation. That next generation is going to grow up like it's only a matter of time until all these like AI glasses and this stuff where it's like your phone, the AI, and what you're physically interacting with in your life all
Neuralink.
blend.
Yeah, it's
like
gonna be in your
that's
brain.
coming
Yeah.
sooner than we're prepared for.
Yeah. I think it like Watson was saying with the controlled exposure, I probably am just making like excuses for myself to feel better about myself in the content that we make. I feel like the content that we make is useful to a degree where it's not Logan Paul. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's like that spectrum of content. You have things that are actually informational, like Wendigoon, that go down like deep rabbit holes of lore and stuff like that you might find interesting. You have Cody, who's breaking down like police shootings. And then you have like something like us that might dig into a deeper topic and then talk about Jake's anaconda on a plane. And then you have Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird place. I showed Wendy the...
Not Wendigoon, right?
yeah,
Your wife, Wendy?
my wife Wendigoon.
Do people call him Wendy?
Yeah.
Sup, Wendy? Next, I don't know who this person is, so when someone introduces me, I'm gonna be like, "Sup, Wendy?
So, Wendy?
Sup, get at me,
Sup?
Wendy."
So we've all seen
That's my mom's
we've
name,
all
that's
seen the Legion-like compilation of the Sinclair Broadcasting
Yes.
Syndicate.
The sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these things simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Saying the same thing.
This is very dangerous for our democracy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Terrifying, dude.
Wendy hadn't seen that, and I showed it to her, and
Oh,
Can we put that on here?
Yeah.
so yeah.
I've already played it.
It's terrifying.
So right, so that's option A, right? We came from that world where that's all we have.
Look, this is where we come from.
Yeah, and now we're in a world where the problem now is no longer distribution. Everybody has distribution. That used to be the problem. That used to be the final bottleneck you had to get through.
Oh, sure, that makes
You know,
sense.
you
yeah.
had to go through that bottleneck because that was the only way you could distribute. Well, now distribution is the giant thing, and it's the other way around. Like how the cohesive message is the other way, and so I don't know which one's better. We're certainly somewhere in between.
I think one of the hardest parts about this, and with the freedom of distribution now, is combating the wild amount of just lies and lying. Because, like, for example, this is Pramila Jayapal. She is a congresswoman.
Yeah. Are you not tracking this woman?
She said being undocumented is not a crime.
Yeah, she's wild. She's wild.
Yeah. And then you have people who say anyone who is physically in the United States is deemed a citizen by the Constitution, regardless of how they arrived.
What?
On what? Where?
This is on Twitter.
No, I know, but I mean, like,
No, I know.
Okay,
But that's what I'm saying.
I'll have to do a video about that.
Yeah.
Let me just write that down.
I'll
real
screenshot it
quick.
for you and send it to you.
Yes, please.
I watched
do
a pretty good thing recently where there's these two guys going back and forth about it was Nick Freitas being interviewed.
Yeah.
And the guy was making the point, like, do you think that because successful people don't want to be involved in losing games, that's the reason that you see so many of our political leaders just be inept morons? And he basically agrees that because we've become so democratic, we've allowed like just the dumbest and worst of us to get into these, because you can corporately finance the talking head that you want to push you were this independently successful person that you're Bill Gates. Mm-hmm. You now need political.
Give me all the farmland.
Yeah,
Gil
you now
Bates.
need like political
You're Gil
influence.
Bates.
Yeah, you have to say Gil Bates or YouTube will take it down.
And so like if you need political influence, you're not going to get Nick Freitas. You're not going to get
Which
someone
is weird
who's.
because he's not even Jewish.
Right.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
I'm just making a joke. Go
But like the corporate interest gets to a point where they're able to finance just talking heads to further their agenda, and you're only going to put money in the people's pockets that are like vacant, kind of dumb humans that'll just say what you want them to. You're not going to pick Nick Freitas because he might disagree with you one day. So you only fund a political system full of morons. Like
I'm not going to sit here and tell
She's a
you that
moron.
that's not the majority of what's happening. Because I think it is.
Like,
yeah.
How does AOC be AOC? She's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like she's literally an idiot. You know.
Isn't she openly communist?
She's just like Mom Dami. She's
openly socialist. But
Yeah.
I felt because
What's the difference?
the only difference is that a socialist looks at communism as, well, that's a one-party system. In democratic socialism, there's multiple parties.
Yeah.
That's literally
Yeah.
their distinction.
The Democratic Party has been swallowed hook, line, sinker, full on by democratic socialism. They are all pronouncing themselves as democratic socialists.
Which is communism.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's all one party. The only
you can
reason
call-
it's-
I mean-
the only reason it's not communism is because there's another party.
Yeah. But I mean, like,
I'm for real.
the reason that like I saw this great thing. It was this guy kind of making a joke.
Quick,
this
say
morning.
communism one more time so Nick shows up.
And you vote for it, right? You vote for democratic socialism.
Sure.
Yeah. I saw this great thing this morning, though, that was like, you can call a plumber at 3 o'clock in the morning to come to your house and he'll fix your pipe and it'll cost X amount of money. And the guy was like, do you know why plumbing never became overly expensive and you can't afford it? Because the government never tried to make it accessible and affordable. And he's like dead nuts. He goes through like a bunch of things and he's dead nuts on. Like the second that the government tries to make something affordable and accessible, it's socialism. And so therefore that ship crashes.
Yeah.
Like, and our entire government now is trying to make every facet of your life accessible and affordable. Like, it's my problem with like the Republican machine too. Is like everybody votes for Trump to literally fire the entire FBI and burn the building to the ground, and he goes, or what if we made the FBI accessible and affordable? You know, fuck. No. This isn't what we wanted. Like, did you see where the January 6th police officer has officially been linked to the pipe bombs? Like,
So
there's no
I was
arguing
looking
it now.
at that this morning, and it's I don't know if you could call it an official link, but apparently they did a gate analysis on all the footage that they have of this mysterious person, and it's a 94% match.
Yeah,
to this-
94 to 98%.
Yeah,
That's
to
a
this
pretty high
specific
percentage, if
person
you ask me.
Who worked for the Capitol Police
And now
then
works for the
months, and
CIA.
then months before the placement of the pipe bomb, went and worked for the CIA.
Yeah.
So obviously something's going on there. and
That's
then-
very serendipitous.
Yeah, right.
But the thing that murdered me about it is like, oh great, like you have some proof now to say that like Capitol Police.
But the FBI hasn't come out and said that because they're not going to say that because
involved
that
in
would
it.
be super embarrassing.
But 4 years
Hey.
ago, when this shit went down and the surveillance footage of the pipe bomb came out, they knew that there was a pipe bomb there, and there's like these two like unmarked SUVs of Capitol Police officers, and they're all like standing around outside of it, like jibber jabbering and like talking with each other, and they are aware that there's a pipe bomb underneath this bench, and they don't care at all.
Yeah.
And it was like that footage alone, like you don't have to show me the link, you don't have to prove. I don't need the backstory on how it got there. I don't need the person's name. If I'm a firefighter and you tell me there's a pipe bomb there, I'm not getting out of the engine.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like bullshitting on that. They knew that thing was like a safe environment, even though they were aware there was a pipe underneath it. That's weird.
So there's some question as to whether or not there was some kind. The excuse that is sort of like bubbling up is that it was some kind of training exercise.
Sure, so was 9/11. So was Pearl Harbor. That's crazy how that keeps happening.
Why does training exercises? Why do we have the code for it every single time?
Why is Israel always involved in the training exercise?
I've poisoned
crazy.
you.
It's because they're greatest ally.
I've poisoned you. And I have the antidote.
It's training.
We're just training. We're preparing your body for more.
I got elected as a senator 40
Yeah.
years ago to rip money out of the stock market. It's training.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of weird stuff going on and a lot of deep state stuff. There's no denying that.
But when you change your mindset on it,
Yeah.
it's so much more fun.
Yeah.
Because like I read that last night and instead of freaking out and like yelling at my computer screen going, this fucking idiot, I just went, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
A sitting congresswoman doesn't even know law.
Oh,
dude.
yeah, no.
Like
I thought-
not even
yeah.
just law, but just simple facts of like, you have to enter through a port of entry and you get documented at the port of entry.
Okay, see, but this
it
is
literally is a crime
Yes.
to be here illegally.
Yeah.
It
A sitting congresswoman
by
doesn't
the,
know
by
that's a
the
crime.
penal code, it is a crime.
Yeah. And it's
And
hilarious.
then you're saying it's not a crime.
Correct.
this is
Why?
why I get mad when people are like, "Oh, I'm really into politics." No, the fuck you're not.
No, you're just
Because
angry.
You're watching politics and you're saying, "Oh, it's ridiculous that Priscilla Jayapal doesn't know how law." She knows how law works. She knows how law works. She is fully aware how law. There's no, even if you were a dumb talk piece that someone dumped money into, you couldn't get into that position without being like moderately professional and understanding legal stuff.
I
like
think
you'd
it's
have to be.
I honestly think it's an equal possibility.
It's
to be honest with you.
what I like about politics is going, okay, so you said this, but you said this because you're trying to convince this group of people to believe this thing because them believing this thing will allow them to vote on this, and that is then beneficial for you over here in this. What is the bigger puzzle that you're playing with this dumb shit statement? Because they come out, not Chris Christie, Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell is a great example of this. Mitch McConnell is a very intelligent guy. He's the equal counterpart of Nancy Pelosi. He's been in that soup forever.
Oh, is this the guy who had like 17 strokes?
Yeah, just kept freezing on camera, and they just kept.
He keeps falling over and
He's
having
literally
strokes
having
and
TIAs
stuff.
on camera. Yeah, he's having transanemic.
He's
like,
gonna
attacks
just
on camera.
die one day.
Yeah, while still in office.
Yeah, well, that's not the first time.
And
that
then they're
shit's
going to keep paying him.
But like Mitch McConnell will do the same shit. He's not an idiot. You can't be a power broker to
Now
the
he
level
might
that he
be.
is. Well, he's getting older, but he's been a power broker in DC for 30, 40 years. You can't be an idiot and play that game as good as he has. But he will come out and say shit on camera that you're like, you're moronic. There's no way. They just know that they can say some shit and the average consumer of that, it'll get clipped right for the friendly media. And the average consumer will just go with it. And social media has created this world where it's like, oh, we're not going to clip you friendly.
The BBC just got in trouble for clipping the Trump speech on January 6th. So they way back.
Just picking individual
Yeah,
words.
they picked individual words.
It keeps like jumping.
They literally did. Yeah, and then like basically made it sound like he was saying we're going to storm the Capitol. And the weird thing was at the time, which I couldn't figure out, because I watched the whole speech.
Yeah.
It was
I watched
live on,
all that
it was
shit
live
live
on,
that
It was
day. It
live
was
on YouTube. I
fascinating.
watched it the next day.
Yeah.
I was like, what actually happened? What did he say? So I watched the 45-minute speech or whatever, and I was like, oh, that. I
Seems
mean,
pretty reasonable.
it wasn't inciting a riot. Is my point.
Yeah.
And then everybody was like, he incited a riot, and I was like, how did you watch that and get that?
'cause they didn't.
Because where did it come from? And
they
then the Guardian, which is not saying they're any better, but the Guardian's released a thing showing exactly what they did and where they clipped it, and the original versus the clipped version.
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently, like, I don't know, somebody had to resign over there because they got in
no.
hot water for
I'd hate to-
making shit up.
Yeah.
That's when I got my DUI in the Army, and they were like, all right, you're not promotable to staff sergeant anymore. You're not a section leader. You're now a platoon sergeant over here, and you're going to go back to the promotion board, and you're a staff sergeant. That's what happens in those words. We fired that guy.
Yeah.
We let him go.
And hired him back.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same thing as Jimmy Kimmel. He's suspended, his show is ruined, it's over, and he's back.
It's this
Like,
jargon right here. Are you ready? He's been removed from that position.
Right. Well, what was did he get promoted?
Yes,
like
he got a better position now.
It's like in Casino, and he keeps changing his job title.
Yeah, exactly. It's
I'm
exactly-
entertainment director.
Yeah. Do you know how
Well,
long this is gonna
I'm
take?
head of client relations.
Oh, dude. You saying entertainment director jogged my memory. So last night, Carly and I were watching Braveheart.
Nice.
Phenomenal
That
film.
seems like a Nolan Carly movie, like a
Yeah.
motherfucker.
She's never seen it.
Oh,
But within
How
the
is that possible?
I don't know. But within the first minute and a half of the film, she goes, "Oh, this is a good movie." I said, "Thank God you said that." I was like, "You can tell, can't you?" She
There's
goes, "Yes."
no harder scene in any movie ever than when he kicks the door in with the horse and kills that guy with a mace. And dude, when he drops that ball and then smashes that dude's head and rides the horse out of the tower window to that 150-foot drop in the ocean, dude. I remember being a little kid being like, "Oh my God.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. Why can't I do that now?
Dad, I want a horse.
Yeah.
Dad.
I want a horse and a thistle.
Right. But I don't pay for the ad-free viewing on Amazon because I'm poor.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not that poor.
I am that poor.
No, you're not.
So those monthly fees, brother, they add up. But a Red Cross commercial came on, asking me to donate for the Red Cross. Trust me, this comes full circle.
Okay.
So entertainment director, right?
Yeah.
I looked it up. The head of the Red Cross is making $840,000 a year. The person below them, which is like the COO, I think, is making like $820,000.
Yeah.
So I ran through all the numbers of the executives and how many people they employ.
Yeah.
Guess the percentage. First off, guess the amount the Red Cross brings in every year in donation.
I don't know, $1 trillion.
50 million.
I don't know.
Wow, those were two very separate numbers. 1.3 billion.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What?
$1.3 billion.
You got to. Most people don't know what the Red Cross is doing. Inside the military, the Red Cross is like heavily involved in your life.
Okay.
Like I can be in Afghanistan,
Yeah.
and like my granddad dies, right? My family, the hospital will come to my family and say, his grandson is in Afghanistan. Do you want the Red Cross to get involved? They will send an official Red Cross message that goes straight through the chain of command in the military, and then the Red Cross pays for my flight, hotel, food, everything to come home and be like involved, like any kind of family.
That's pretty lit.
The Red
Cross,
Cross is
that's
awesome.
pretty lit.
I don't know what they do the rest of the time,
Do
but
you
as
wanna
far as the
know-
military, the Red Cross is awesome.
Do you guys want to take a guess of what percentage of the donations actually make it to like
5%. Am I dead nuts?
dead nuts?
5%?
5% of all donations actually make it to like where it was
That
supposed
5% is flying me home from my granddad's.
Correct.
funeral.
Well,
That's
when
the
it's
5%.
5% of 1.3 billion.
Yeah. It's the same thing with
to
Wounded
50
Warrior.
million. It's like 60 million.
Wounded Warrior signed that deal with Under Armour, and it was like, oh my God, like this veteran organization is kicking ass. And then because they signed that deal, there was like all this newfound like scrutiny on them, and it was something like 3% or it was something egregious. Actually made it out of their coffer into like, because they were just donating to other veteran charities, and it was like, Jesus Christ, like you guys are you just have this thing where it's like a guy carrying another soldier, and you got a bunch of rednecks giving you money and buying overpriced golf polos because they think they're helping veterans, and you guys are just taking it to the bank. Like, shit organization.
Dude.
I don't care about being sponsored by them or Daniel Fitz.
Yeah, no, it's been a wild ride. Back on the comments we were saying earlier, like the way that people perceive things. It's weird on the Internet Esquire show.
Yeah, which is going hot, by the way.
For real. Go check out Jake's
Go
new
check
show.
out Check.
Yeah, go check out Jake's new show. He's fucking killing
Good
it.
show. People seem to like it, but there was a ton of comments on the last video, and
5,000.
and some of them were saying, "I've never been called this," all within multiple comments next to each other.
Dude, this made me crack up so much yesterday.
I got called a Nazi.
Hell yeah.
I got called a Jewish propagandist.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
And I got called a white nationalist, a white Christian nationalist,
Hell yeah.
all in the same. So a Nazi who's also a Jewish propagandist, who's also a Christian, who's also a white nationalist, all together.
They're right on those bottom two. I'm not even like a Christian, and I don't go to church per se. But like, if you had
You had to put me in a box.
gun to my head, if you had to put me in a box, I'm probably a white Christian.
there's an idea that you're like Christian and you're for your nation, right?
Yeah.
But that gets misconstrued to mean that you want to
burn crosses, in
burn
someone's front
crosses
yard.
and kill all the other races.
You mean like the Democratic Party? Sorry.
So that's the thing that's why that term is typically derogatory. Because when people use it derogatorily, that's what they mean.
This is why I want a white boy tattoo, because it's like, well, I am. I am a white guy, and I do believe in Western Christianity and the funding and how that made America America.
If you
and
can be proud to be black, you can be proud to be
right.
white.
And I do want America to do good. I do support my nation. I was willing to die for my country at a very early age because I am a nationalist. Like,
Right.
why are you labeling this? Did you see the CNN interview?
Because again, it gets misconstrued with, well, because you want that means you want to get rid of everybody else who's not you. And it's like, well, that's obviously not true.
Destroy everything sacred.
Did you see the CNN interview?
They just want to tear it down because they're godless communists.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
they're democratic socialists.
Oh, right.
Right.
When Trump
Not
was,
national socialists.
Right.
Because those are Nazis. Right.
when Trump was running in 2020,
Confused about the socialism thing.
What's Puerto Rico? What do these nuts even do?
that's AOC. I don't understand Puerto Rico or communism. When Trump was running in 2020, there was like a whole panel on CNN after one of the debates, and I was watching the panel.
Yeah.
And this lady said the wildest shit I've ever heard in my life come out of a CNN thing. She talked about how everyone that votes for Trump is a white nationalist, and that she makes it a point to say, she's like, they're all white Christian nationalists. And she goes, it isn't a problem that they're Christians. I'm a Christian. It's a problem that they're Christian nationalists, and that they believe that their rights are not given to them by man, by the government, but that they are given to them by God.
Oh,
and
she's gonna hit my next video.
She goes on a whole thing about how that is the problem, is that the people voting for Trump believe that their rights are granted to them by someone other than the government.
Can we get into this for a
I've
second?
never
Yes.
yelled at my TV more in my life.
Yeah.
Like, the entire fundamental principle that made America America is the fact that my rights don't come from the government.
Yeah.
The government is not granting me the right to live, to be free. I am.
Yeah.
Therefore, I have natural ordained rights.
And the government is supposed to be instituted
there's-
amongst men
right,
to
and
protect those
There's
rights.
an educated, successful talking head on CNN that genuinely believes that her personal rights are given to her by fucking Nancy Pelosi.
No.
That's crazy, dude.
She's
That's
just
crazy.
saying that.
No, that's crazy. Can you imagine believing that another human being gives you the right to exist?
We did
The
that for
fuck planet are you on?
thousands of years.
The fuck planet are you on? I walk my own path in life, and I choose to go with a group on certain things. But I, as a man,
Yeah.
I make a wake behind me that other people follow, that my family lives in. I create safe passage behind me, but I'm the motherfucking icebreaker.
Yeah.
The government isn't breaking shit for me. I'm allowing the government to
Well, I
exist.
mean, the government is breaking shit. but
It's the fundamental breakdown in American society right now, I think, is that point. Is I allow the government to exist, or the government allows me to exist. And like, why would any rational human ever give that much? It's your personal autonomy. You're giving over to other people, believing that they have your best. Your dentist doesn't have your
Because
best interest at heart.
they've talked you into being ashamed of who you are. And therefore you need to capitulate and submit to them.
Proud white boy for life, dude.
So what's weird about
So
that
dumb.
is that a lot of folks who are really into the whole like human rights, like for all sort of mentality,
Yeah.
which isn't inherently wrong. It's just when you forget that those come from natural law. They're literally derived out of natural law. And the
Yeah.
thing that I think is really going to upset people, which it needs to be said, is that natural law is in the form that it manifests itself in the U.S. Constitution and the U.S. law, is from the idea that when the Creator made all things, he divinely ordered it. And so there is a natural order, and we can see it in seashells, and you can see it in the rings of an oak tree, and you can literally see natural law, like order.
No, dude,
And
that was
so
all random
because we're born with reason, and there's this idea that we're born with the image and likeness of God, like imprinted on us. We, through our rationality, we can look back in the mirror of what created us and go, I can see the order in what you made, and therefore I can see the order in how I am fit into that.
Yeah.
And therefore from that I can understand these principles and I can build society from them. That's the inherent idea. And for some reason, there's a disconnect between that and basic human rights.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
My favorite argument for it, because like if you're trying to talk to the liberal mind, or, like it's hard to, if you have someone that's just full on rejected any level of like religion, it's hard to convince them that like it's because of a divine order that my favorite way to make that argument is like, the government didn't make me, so the government didn't give me a right to exist.
Well, they made you. They assembled you out of spare boots in a barracks.
Spare boot leather.
just some dust off of an army shelf and a couple of shitty boots and a Cav Stetson.
Private seaman from
I
A
actually
little bit of cum from Patton.
I had my drill sergeant that basically built my perk because I was a very quiet, shy.
George Patton's cum.
Yeah, I was very quiet and shy before the military, and I had a drill sergeant named Drill Sergeant Powell that made me who I
Yeah.
am today. Like 100% rewrote my personality. But he had a speech like that. He was like, they put a brown round on the ground and poof, up pop Drill Sergeant Powell, and you'd be like, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah. But my favorite argument is to be like, the government didn't make me, so the government didn't give me a right to exist. And because I exist autonomously, I have a right to be happy in my life, to be successful in my life, to have these things in my life.
Yeah,
and
life,
because
liberty, and
the
property.
government didn't grant me the original right, then the government doesn't have a right to grant me the other ones. And therefore they can't take them away from me either.
No, the fundamental concept is that it's created to protect those rights.
Right. But you're never, it's just like one of those weird, like trying to convince like the purple haired liberal to understand the logic that you have. If you start there by saying God made this, they'll, from the jump, they shove their fingers in their ears and scream lesbian things at you.
It's quite frankly just, it can be summed up in this. It's because they're godless heathens.
Yeah.
It's straight up. Like, as soon as you get rid of the idea that there is a creator,
Yeah.
you become the greatest thing in the universe.
No,
And when
you
you
do.
become the greatest thing in the universe, I don't want this power, so the government.
Yeah, it's the reason I hate, because I'm not someone that subscribes like wholeheartedly into Christianity or any of those things, but I also am not someone that is going to subscribe into like atheism, because you've replaced God with self. You've replaced a reason that's bigger than you that you're trying to learn and understand with your own reason, and then you have to go around and preach to everyone about your atheism. And it's like, you see what you did there, right? And it's same with the LGBTQ community. You remove God, but you replace God with something. People that get the liberal mindset that's heavily into politics, you removed God and replaced the government. Like, everybody has a religion.
Right.
What's your fucking religion? Like, what do you believe in? Like, I say the universe all the time because, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is Jesus a real, like, was Jesus the actual son? Like, I don't know. But, like, there's definitely something that I'm not in control of. There's definitely a divine order to this existence.
Yeah,
like,
that's the point. I mean, that's the main point, is that that's where the laws come from. They come from the divine order that's inherent to all creation. And that's
yeah, but
where
I
we
can be
get-
a woman if I want to. I can carry children, so there isn't a divine order. I am the master of my universe, and that's
Right, well-
fucking insane.
Yeah, and that's
Not the man versus woman. The idea that you're in control of anything is insane.
That's
to
the
me.
name of this podcast, Man versus Woman.
Man versus woman. You're not in control of anything.
well, that's why there's so much confusion going around these days. That's
You
why.
mean insanity?
yeah.
Yeah, that's literally why.
When you get to just say it's my truth, I know we've already yelled about this on
Yeah.
the show, but when you just get to be like, well, I like kids because it's my truth, like,
To me, it's literally the same thing as
tried
affirming
that.
schizophrenics.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't think they've let that go.
No, they just put it away for a while. They're gonna bring it back.
Well, why is it every time that like a law comes into place where the death penalty is put in on like,
Child stuff, there's a bunch of Democrats that vote against
Well,
it.
no. It's immediately like that side of that community immediately goes, this is devastating for our community.
Yeah, this is-
Why would you say that?
Yeah, this is an attack against trans people. No, it's an attack against people that would like murder children. It has nothing to do with trans people. I don't care if Steve wants to
an
call
odd
himself
thing to
Stevie and
say.
wear a dress. What an odd thing for you to say. Like, it's the same thing with like the there's been like multiple different states now that it's like a budding issue where like technology and the government once again have like found themselves, like the government doesn't know how to control the ever exploding technology. And so the new big kind of debate right now is how to manage like AI, like image creation of like underage stuff. And so they've had all these votes in all these different states where they're like trying to say like, we have to physically say that it is illegal to generate these things because it isn't an actual image of a child. It's just zeros and ones. So like, where does that fall in the legal world? So they're trying to make, even in Florida, you had Democrats that completely blocked it and voted against it. Regardless of your political affiliation, why would you not want that to be illegal?
No, there's
That's wild.
there's just core basic concepts that we should all be on the same page on.
Yeah, like protecting children seems like a
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
simple across the board. We
yeah.
can all agree, but
Pretty-
we might
pretty
piss off
bipartisan
Steve and
effort
Tress. So
should be there, right?
I don't know if
Stephen address.
I don't know if I'm concerned for my country and desperately want to be involved in pushing it in a good direction, or if I want to sit down with some popcorn and watch it burn. Like I'm torn between both. Like
I don't know.
Well, that'll only be satisfying for a short amount of time.
I'm kind of
I'm gonna always be
yeah.
I'm kind of in the place now where it's like maybe it's what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe it's naive of me, but I'm at the point where I'm just like, I'm gonna just try and be as positive as possible.
That's all
Just
you can
put
control.
out as much like positivity and happiness, and try and encourage people to be good people.
Yep.
And if this ship burns, we're on this boat together. So fuck it, we're going down.
I think that's the
Or
only.
we might fly high.
I love the idea that my heart is an electromagnetic device, and I have a 3-foot bubble around me of literal energy that my heart is generating, and like because of that, I am an electric source. I'm pushing energy into the world. I'm responsible for my thoughts that create energy. I'm responsible for my actions that create energy. I want to create positive. I mean, it's very hippie-ish.
Ripples.
But I want to create positive energy. I want to create positive vibes. I want to come into a room where people are stressed and make the energy better in the room, you know? And like I think there's enough people out there in the world that are just trying to suck energy out of it that like being someone that's putting it out is super important. Like you open the door for someone and maybe they're having a bad day and you change their day just because you had a smile. Like,
Well, yeah, it's one of those things where you have to decide that.
yeah.
You have to decide to do that.
It's like an active decision every day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
100%.
and a lot of folks, they're in a bad spot and they don't necessarily want to come out of it. They because there's some
that's
sort
true,
of
too.
comfort that they get from being horrible.
It's the devil that you know.
Yes, I'm for real. That happens every day. People go, well, I actually, you know what? I could see why that would be a good decision, but I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Because the devil that I know is the devil that I know.
Yeah.
It's the gift in my life that I've had. I don't know why I just did this. It's the gift in my life that I've had where like when things would explode in my life, they would be like so kind of largely catastrophic that I didn't have I'm okay. Like I'll just weather this. It was like everything would explode to the point that I had to move states. I had to reinvent. Like I couldn't. Like I think that's the gift that I got given. Because now,
We find out Tackett's not even his real name.
Yeah. No, but like this show could crash and burn. Pepperbox can get ripped off the internet. We all get sued. We all lose all of our money. I lose the house I'm living in. My truck gets like caught fire. Like someone steals Luther.
yeah,
and like
bro.
I'll be all right. You know, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Yeah.
a gift. Like the average person that doesn't want to move 4 hours away from their hometown. Quit your job, move to the other side of the country. You want to see new things. You want to make something new in your life. Fucking jump out of the plane, dude. Like.
No, it definitely helped me when I moved to California.
Yeah.
I grew up in Minnesota, spent 4 years in Indiana, then I moved to LA, and it was a huge culture shock.
Yeah.
The whole fucking thing was different from the
From
way that
Minnesota to LA, dude.
from the way that people just
Hey, how you doing?
From the way that people just got around every day to how long it took to do something to what was important to
Yeah.
everything.
Did you think you moved straight into hell?
No.
'Cause
No.
I did. I was like, oh my God, this is hell.
I mean, there were a lot of interesting opportunities there that I was very thankful for,
Right.
and I learned a lot. But I knew at a certain point that I was going to leave because I knew it wasn't ultimately for me.
Yeah.
So I was always kind of planning that, and just eventually trying to figure that out. But it did teach me a ton. I mean, dude, I could tell the difference. Growing up as a white boy from Minnesota, you don't know the difference between.
You mean a white Christian nationalist?
Yes.
Yeah. White boys for life.
You don't know the difference between a Filipino, a Vietnamese person, a Korean, a Chinese person, and a Japanese person.
true.
You don't know the difference between those
They're
things.
just Asian.
They're literally. You're 18. You didn't grow up in that culture. You can't determine that. Well,
It's very white nationalist of you.
Christian.
I don't know. They're all slanty-eyed me.
It's literally not what I said at all. What I was saying was because I spent time in a larger city where all of those people were there, after a year or so of moving around and doing my business, I was able to go, oh, this person is like this person's like that. This is, and then it broadened your understanding
Yeah.
of people's culture globally. And then the other thing that it did was I got a lot better at understanding English because
Oh, sure. Yeah.
and now when we go places and I'm with folks who maybe haven't been like in a large city for a long period of time like that, you hear somebody with an accent speaking, and you typically 9 times out of 10, I can understand what they're saying, and oftentimes I find that the person that I'm with can't.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things that happen from being in such a diverse place where the lingua franca is English.
It's honestly,
there's people from all over. I was really thankful for that.
It's such a good pilgrimage for a young man to go on.
Yeah.
It's the military.
Yeah.
I've never talked to a guy, no
Yeah.
matter what your job was in the military, the most beautiful thing the military gives you is it forces you in contact with people from all over the country.
Yeah.
From all these different lifestyles, all these different ethnicities, all these different backgrounds. You're gonna have people that are immigrants that are getting their citizenship by being in the military. And then as you promote, it's a big, once you become an NCO, your entire job it's personnel management, but lower level NCOs, you're instructors. That's what your day-to-day is. And for me, it was something really important to speak clearly when I gave classes and instruction or I'm on the radio. It's very important to be very clear on the radio.
Yeah.
And so I lost my accent. I've always had a twang and I completely lost it. You put me around Caleb for an hour and I get it back for 3 days.
Yeah.
But
I hear it come out hard.
every
when you
now and
start
then,
hanging out
Caleb
with
got
people.
me pretty good.
Yeah. Just that immediate.
I kind of want to go film something with you guys for a week in eastern Tennessee, Kentucky area, and just because I'll go in a gas station and I'll come out of it full twang, and it'll just.
From Kentucky.
Yeah, I had someone on Instagram send me a thing that was can you translate? And it was these two white trash dudes pull up in a truck, and another white trash guy is videotaping, and they're about to get in a fight, and it's unintelligible mountain talk. And they were can you translate? And I was oh yeah, I understand 100% what they're, because the guy's what y'all get down, come on down, get down around here. And I was
Down around here now.
yeah, I did the lawyer explains. So what he's saying is, do you want to go come around the side of the truck where I am located and get down with me? You know what I mean? Totally understood what he was
By
trying
get
to say.
down with me, he is referring to.
Yeah, but it sounded like a banjo. It's
Your music people.
half music, half auctioneer. That's
Yeah.
my people.
Yeah.
Half auctioneer banjo.
Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang,
Yeah.
bang, bang.
You ever go to a yard sale out in the country? It's literally can I have this for $1? It's 25, 75, 25, 20.
Wait.
Do I have 75?
Yeah. Never try to hustle an old country mountain. What's her name? That came the little she had to be Jewish or Italian. She was wearing the tiger outfit, getting everybody to test if they did
Paige.
that. Paige.
Yeah.
When Paige came up to the table, she was the New York version of the country auctioneer.
I don't know where she's from.
I don't know, but she was a whole.
She's from the Northwest.
She just hit our table like a storm and then gone.
That's great.
Paige, she's so sweet. She caught me off guard. She's like, hi, we're doing this challenge. You want to do it? I was like, sure. I get involved in this challenge. And I'm like, cool, great. Glad you got my time down. And I go to leave. And then she's like, and I'm just like, oh no. I was held there for 5 to 10 minutes longer than I was expecting.
Oh, she was
And she
hilarious.
was just going, dude.
She was hilarious, dude. She was cute and funny and her the big energy. But can you imagine coming home? You just had a long day. You know. She's just been in the house.
Come to this firecracker.
We'll just take that personality. It's not a Paige thing. We'll just take her personality and say
a firecracker.
She's Susie Homemaker that hasn't interacted
No.
with anyone for 8 hours where you were at work.
Paige isn't a firecracker. She's a string of firecrackers.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, she's a string of M80.
Gone.
Whoa!
Where did she just walked over, you said hi to her, and then she was just immediately yelling I might not be the biggest guy in the stack, and I might not be able to carry you, but I'll drag your ass out of there. Yeah, bro. Why are you
Why are you yelling? Why
at
are you
me?
so aggressive? Why are you threatening to stab me?
Yeah, and it all started because I said, who's that guy in the Pikachu outfit? Were you at the table for that?
No.
Someone told her that I said, walking by, who's that guy in the Pikachu outfit?
I told
and
her
she was
that.
like, I'm not a guy, and it's a tiger. And I was
That's how I introduced her to the table.
oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
This is my friend Paige.
Thanks for that.
He's in a Pikachu outfit.
He.
Dude, she just pulls out a knife and starts stabbing.
Yeah.
was a good time.
Real
We had
quick, too, while she's talking to you. You
Yeah.
don't even notice it.
If you never stayed on Fremont Street in Las Vegas, I find it to be a little bit more entertaining than the Strip.
Honestly,
The
Fremont's
Strip
way better.
is wonderful. There's all these fancy hotels and these fine restaurants, and it's where all the
It's if
the
you go
nice
from
stuff
hotel
is.
to hotel and don't walk the Strip.
Yeah,
Well,
but
you
if you
don't have a
want,
choice.
if
You're
you
just
want a
lost.
little bit more of the day-to-day street life in Las Vegas, Fremont Street definitely is a nice exposure to that. And the guy that is responsible, I don't know what his exact situation is, but he's ultimately seems like he's responsible for the Circa, the Golden Gate Hotel, and the D Hotel, which are
Mike?
all the guy we were talking to.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike.
So
Mike.
they've done a really good job of like syncing those three environments together. And obviously the Circle's all nice and new, so it's kind of, you can go over there for your entertainment or whatever. But then they have like more affordable options for hotels and stuff that are literally across the street, which makes it all kind of
Work
together. Yeah.
I think just embracing the chaos of Vegas is the way to enjoy
Oh, that's
it.
the best part.
Like, have no plans, right?
Yeah.
If you get lost, you get lost. Go on the adventure.
Dude,
like,
getting
you
lost
don't
in the
even care.
casinos
Me,
is
Jake,
the
and Chase
worst.
went on an adventure. Where were you?
I
had so much fun with
I
them.
got so lost in the casinos. I don't know where I was.
We were taking turns. It's as long as I live, it's gonna be one of the funniest moments. There's 3 of us, okay?
17 double diets and Coke.
We don't necessarily have a plan, okay?
We knew Pai Gow.
We're like, we gotta go.
We gotta
go.
play Pai Gow.
Kung Pao. We're done with Kung Pao.
Every single time. So these guys played so much Pai Gow, and every single time, every single one of them called it something different. Tackett would be like, we were playing Kung Pao last night.
Kung Pao, bro.
I'm pretty sure Chase at one point was like, we were playing Pad Thai.
Yeah,
die.
but we decide we're like, all right.
Chicken or the beef?
Yeah, it was egg.
We got too much energy. We've been doing good at Kung Pao. Like, it's time. You know, Jake's full on cowboy mode. Like, it's time. We're out of here.
His python's stuck in his
So
boot.
like, Jake gets up and now he's leading the group. So it's Jake walking.
And
like,
he's confident.
Yes, confidently going somewhere. So he's 10 foot in front of me and Chase. And me and Chase are wandering behind him, giving him shit. He doesn't know where he's going. Look at this moron.
Still following his
Fucking
wake.
Just drunk, just meandering through. And then like eventually like the person in the front would turn around and be like, what are we doing? And someone else would confidently go, I got it.
I know where I'm
And
going.
we would just switch. So now it's me.
Just
and
rotate.
I'm 10 foot in front of him and Chase, and I can hear them talking shit about me, but I'm confidently going somewhere. We must have walked from the Kung Pao table to like the door to Fremont, back to the Kung Pao table, and we would get in a little circle and be like, "We going to the cashier?" Chase was the
such
fault.
a rat's maze.
Chase had $50. He had two 25s from the Golden Nugget, and every 5 minutes he'd be like, "Dude, we gotta go. I gotta turn these. We gotta go to the Golden Nugget. I need to turn these in at the Golden." And we'd be like, "Chase, you have $5,000 and $100 bills in your pocket. Can you stop sweating over this $50 at the Golden
Dude,
Nugget?" Like,
it's the.
he
those
finally
chips.
tipped the dealer at Circa and was like, "Will you take these?" And the guy went, "Yeah." The really handsome, not Persian guy.
Because he's gonna go and turn him in.
Listen to me. I'm a very straight man. All right. That was the prettiest dude I've ever seen
he
in my
was a
life.
handsome guy.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I'm
There
a
are
little
middle-aged
offended.
women that follow him from table to table. When he's going to deal something else, they are going.
Oh, he's
Like,
he's dealing blackjack tonight.
Yeah,
I guess
he's
we're
playing-
playing blackjack, ladies.
He's playing a long game. He's got a 60-year-old woman that he treats real well.
Just getting
That
those
man
tips.
had hands that were twice the size of mine, but perfectly. His fingernails were perfectly manicured. His beard was perfect. His hair was perfect. He had glasses. He was hella intelligent.
That's
you could
why
watch
I
him
couldn't
reading
believe
all
he
the
wasn't
cards.
Persian.
He was
Because
super
his
smart.
nails were manicured.
He was super smart. Super smart.
Tackett.
Bro, I would marry that man. That's
Do we
like
need to
what
go
I'm getting
back,
at.
dude?
Yo. What was his name? Shaker?
Shaker.
Shaker. What's up, Shaker? Get at me, dude.
He's even got a moniker, dude.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, out of dudes, that man was suave. I get it. I don't know what he was. He should have been a Chippendales.
Was he dealing Kung Pao?
Maybe he was. Maybe
He was-
that's
he
how
was
he
dealing
got to
Kung
be a
Pao.
dealer.
Yeah.
Because a dealer's kind of a hard job to get. You really got
is.
to work up to
He
it.
was hella intelligent though.
Yeah.
If you watched him when he was dealing, or like I walked by at one point and there was no one sitting at the table, and he was just he was like playing with no one there, like dealing cards and like reading the cards. Like he was just
He was playing.
super intelligent. Yeah.
My favorite part of one of those nights is I found you guys at the pad thai table, and Watson is.
I don't ever want to know what the actual.
He's 3 sheets to the wind.
He's
Yeah.
when you.
He's like this.
He's up in his chair.
He's like
and he's got
this.
his fucking big white cowboy hat up like this. He's got 17 Jack and
this
Coats going. Darling, I sure am parched. If you do happen to see someone that has a drink, I would greatly appreciate my full foghorn lemonade.
My
character.
My throat is
You
parched.
guys
from
were
being
laughing at it
high.
so hard.
was
I just
great.
figured I'd keep playing it.
It was a bit.
yeah.
And so I walk up to Sir Watson, and he's up on the chair, just looks over at me and goes, I'm not even playing.
Sarah's playing for me.
Sarah's playing for me. And he just keeps throwing money and betting. And like she puts down the cards and she'll like look to him for his play and he'll just flip them over and go, play for me.
She would look to him for his play, and he's like this. He's in his chair, and he's entertaining the table. He's
got a 3-point stance.
He's in Jake Watson, like, I'm the entertainer mode, and he keeps knocking his hat with his fingers and doing this shit, and like, he would fucking throw his cards on the table, but like face down. And Sarah would like, he wouldn't even know, like, she would look at him and like look at us, and we'd be like, and she would just take his money off the table.
Yeah.
And he'd be like,
Those
well,
ones-
and just peel another 100
Those
off.
ones
like,
I was folding those ones on purpose.
Sure.
Because they were trash.
Sure.
Yeah.
He didn't
Watson
look at
had
him.
money to burn.
And we burned it. We had a good time.
To be fair, the amount of money that you burned was probably equivalent to the amount of alcohol you consumed.
Oh, easily.
Oh, yeah.
It was. I got out of there straight.
He
even.
had
Yeah, I
so
got-
many drinks that it wasn't the drink girl. The pit boss guy.
Put the picture.
I saw that.
Put
Yeah.
the picture that you. Who took a picture of it?
Me.
Yeah,
Put
the
it.
pit
Put
boss
it.
guy.
Put it on the. Put it for just so people could see.
But the very Jewish, very serious pit boss guy kept coming over and taking Jake's drinks for him.
Yeah.
Not his job.
No. He's like, are you done with this?
Are
sir?"
you done with this one, sir? But
Yeah, you can take that.
It's my favorite
I
thing
had
about
8.
Vegas. If you
He had an entire collection.
if you took all
Double
of those
Jackson
drinks, all of his energy, everything that was happening in that moment, and put you in any other environment, you're cut off and you're fucking out. Vegas, they were just like, the most important guy in that 50-foot ring is like, can I get you another drink? Do you need another drink?
They will give you
And he's
alcohol
just like, yeah,
poisoning.
peeling hundreds. Like,
Yeah. They will give you alcohol poisoning.
crazy.
Dude, I went to
That's
go.
why you can't go to sleep.
Yeah.
They come over and wake you up and like, you need to gamble.
Yeah.
Whoa. Don't touch your phone.
Yeah. You need
Such
to
a ridiculous. What am I going to do with my phone at the table? I don't know. The only reason that rule exists is they know that this is competition for your attention.
Yeah,
That's
correct.
the only reason that exists.
Dude, I went to the craps table and I put 100 down and I was standing next to this guy, and within the first 2 seconds of me being there, I hear, and I was like, oh, and then on sync, like every 10 to 15 seconds,
Yeah, the nose drips.
and I was just like, I looked at him at one point and he was just all real sweaty. I was like, hell yeah, everyone here
it's
knows.
when you look him in the eyes and go, share, brother, share. Sharing is caring, and you peel 100 off.
Well, I was getting annoyed with him for a minute.
Sup, dude?
I was getting annoyed with his sniffles for a minute, and I was like, yeah, he's just having a good time. I was like, throw him good, buddy.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
You've tested the product, and there must not be fentanyl in that, so.
Well, it could hit him in 20 minutes. Who knows?
I'm gonna wait 30 just.
Well, it's crazy because like
Listen, don't do cocaine.
a single.
It's really bad for you.
I got a gin and soda, and it was $24. So a double Jack and Diet, you're looking at what, like $40?
Double
Yeah.
at like a normal bar in Las Vegas. Yeah, $25. Double.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
I know.
It's not even a Vegas thing, just bar drinks in general.
So
are
how?
ridiculous,
So
but-
20, and I was getting doubles and singles, and how many
so you're
drinks did I drink all
35,
weekend?
$40 a drink.
And I only and
he drank
I
7
say I
bottles.
only, but
I was
I
tipping
spent
25s for Diet Coke.
I
bro.
spent $600 total. That was the amount of money that I spent while I was there. So I was there for 3 days.
You only spent 6?
I only spent $600, and we gambled for 6 hours one night.
Yeah.
And we had drinks the whole time, and we had a ton of fun, and that was
Honestly,
that
for
was how much I spent.
6 hours of drinking and gambling,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you only spent $600. That's
And a
that's
solid
wash.
2 hours of that was Jake like unable to know what the cards were.
Honestly, you probably came out on top if
Yeah.
you think about it.
I took them.
Yeah.
Dude, there was
Yeah, that's how that plays.
Yeah,
out.
that's how that plays out.
We had Mike and Amy at the table, right? And Mike finally decided he was done spending money and just stood over me and played my cards for me.
Yeah.
Like I owe Mike a lot. I thought about the next day because I sat down and played next to Amy the next day. Like her and Mike were sitting there. And I told Amy, I was like, I should have given your husband some of my money last night. Like, I couldn't have. The only reason I won Vegas is because Mike played Kung Pao for me and Chase played blackjack for me.
Hell yeah.
I had my money, but I would put my card, like the dealer would deal the cards, and I would just look at Chase, and he would play the.
Hell yeah.
Chase, if you don't know this, Chasse Blue, old white chain, straight hustler blackjack. Yeah. I sat down, put $100 into it, and walked off the table with $1,000. Thank you, Chase. No, 900. Because he was like, we'll play one more round, and I just pissed 100 on it.
Hell yeah. Love that.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Love that. I played craps, lost 50, went to blackjack, got 25 back, and then I was like, fuck it. Put it all on black, scored, walked away.
I want to know how Chris did, because when I was going to bed the last night, me and Chase walked by Chris, and we were like, how you doing, man? He was like, if I lose this, I'm down 12-5.
Oh my God.
Like, I don't care how much money you have, dude. That's like, it's a car. I could buy something cool for 12. I could buy a lot of cool shit
You
for
could buy cool things with that.
You know, you go back to 1950, I could buy a house and then rent it out and destroy the economy.
To be fair to him, he hasn't mismanaged his finances.
Right.
So he was probably just really looking at
Well, Brittany was sitting next to him and she wasn't mad at him. So.
Right. So there you go.
Yeah.
So there was this guy I met. His name was Rusty. And he was 7 sheets to the wind.
Did he have those spoons?
Rusty spoons.
I'm rusty with spoons.
But he's...
If you get that, it's
off the
okay.
internet.
It's going to be all right. It's okay. It's going to be okay.
Everything's going to be all right.
But take a deep breath. Put the phone down.
He's so piss drunk, dude. And he looks at me, he goes, can you teach me to gamble?
Yeah, dude, give me your money.
Table?
Yeah. And I just went, sure, buddy, what do you want to play? He's like, what should I play? And I was like, let's go play roulette. That seems like a simple thing.
Pick a color.
Yeah.
Yellow. No.
And he goes, okay, Hunter gave me this $100 chip. And I was like, that's very sweet.
Oh, is that Hunter's boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was like,
Is that Papa Meat? Is that what we're talking about?
yeah. And he was like,
Yeah, we know Papa Meat.
Okay, let's go play. And I put him over there, and he's like, I don't know how to play this. So I was like, give her your chip, and you will get
She'll give you change.
the change for
Yeah.
it. She'll give you the chips for the
yeah.
roulette table. And he goes, okay, what do I bet on? And I go, well, let's start out simple. Do you want red or black? And he goes, black. And I said, okay, minimum bet's 25. He goes, okay, puts 25 on, loses it. He goes, well, that wasn't fun. And I go, well, no. I go, but you got to understand, Rusty. And I put my hand on him. I said, the entirety of Vegas is propped up by this single sentence. You could win big. Yeah. And I go, don't you want to win big, Rusty? He's like, yeah, I do. And I said, okay.
Let's put it all on black.
And I said, what do you want to bet on now? He's like, I want to bet on red. And I said, okay, Rusty. And he puts 50 on red and hits.
Oh.
And he gets 50 back and he goes, I win? And I go, yeah, Rusty, you won.
Yeah.
You won big. And he
now
goes,
you're back to where you started, so
goes,
you can go even harder.
oh no,
now.
he's higher now.
Yeah.
Right? And he goes, oh, that was super fun.
Yeah.
I go, do it again, Rusty.
Yeah.
So he puts 50 on black, hits again. And I go, look at you. Look at you go. Hits a third time. He's like, what do I do? He's like, up 200. And I go, you can leave or. And I said, Rusty, you could win big. And he goes, I'm going to give my money back to Hunter. Yeah. And I said, that's a good call. So he cashes out, gives Hunter the extra 100, which he probably didn't take. But
yeah. Well, I have 2 things that I want to say. One, I am someone that has battled with like self-control.
Really?
Like I don't know if you could necessarily say I have an addictive personality, but it would be pretty safe. But like I just battle with
spectrum.
Yeah, I battle with like it's something.
It's
been something that I've dealt with in my life, right? Like I will know that this is a bad decision and be like, you're doing it.
Cavalry.
Getting married. Yeah. Don't get married in a month. Don't do it.
Unless you really love her.
Even then. Okay, anyways. I realize that like in my like age and position in my life now and like things that I've learned that I have more self-control than I thought. The way that I gambled, no, I'm serious. The way that I gambled was very controlled and I was methodical with it, even kind of fucked up. Like I was methodical with it. And ultimately like I beat Vegas.
You did.
But like the way that I gambled is like if I put 100
Except
down,
he's gonna go back and gamble again.
fuck it up. If I put 100 down, whatever my buy into the table was, I kept in my head. And when I made that money back, I would set those chips to the side, and I'm only gambling with my profit
Yeah,
now.
definitely do that.
So once my profit burns, I'm gonna take what I bought into the table with, and I'm gonna walk. And so I'm gonna stay level for this trip, you know. And I was very okay if I could just. I took 500 out. I was okay to lose. But if I could leave with that 500, I'd be happy. And I played blackjack the same way. But Trout was the perfect example of Vegas. Every time I bumped into him, he either had $5 or $5,000 in hundreds. And every time I bumped into him, was like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, "I lost everything." And I'd see him again, and he'd have a roll of hundreds and be like, "I put it all on black." Like,
Dude, the amount of times Trout just had a handful.
just a wad of hundreds, dude.
No, just a handful of chips. And like I would watch him standing there. He's like smoking a cigarette. He's ruminating on these chips, smoking this cigarette, and then all of a sudden he just goes, no, and just disappears. And I would just watch him because I was sober as a bee the entire time, and I watched him, and he just put it all on black. He'd hit and go, yeah, and then he would walk away, and then I would watch him do it again, and then it would be gone.
Yeah,
because he could win big.
He could win big. When we were walking through the hotel we were in, the Golden Nugget or whatever, at one point I was walking through that main floor, which is like very dark and like almost
dingy.
sad. Like it wasn't as bright and
It
happy.
was like max ceiling. They said, how tall is an average person?
7
Okay, let's
foot.
make it 1 inch higher than that.
Yeah. Do you want bright lights or do you want to dim the mood down?
Well, it's all the boomers.
Fill it with extra cigarette smoke. There's no one in here.
Okay,
but
so
cigarette smoke.
here's the perfect example. You have the circle, which is bright, it's fun, it's exciting.
Yeah.
This is where the boomers want to be seen.
Yeah.
The Golden Gate is where the boomers don't want to be seen.
Yeah. They're in there just obsessively pushing the 5-cent button.
Dude, I don't.
They're not even noticing if they're winning or losing. They're just like.
Do you have more to your story? Because I want to go off.
Oh no! Just I was walking through, and there was an announcement that was being made, and I was trying to find who it was because it definitely wasn't a pre-recorded. I don't think it was a pre-recorded thing. It felt like just the way that the dialogue was rolling off. It seemed like he was sitting in his office physically saying this to the casino, but it was Mike is the name for everyone now.
Mike.
He was like, "Hi, I'm Mike, and I'm the older in the Golden Nugget, and I'm like so happy to have you." But he gives this. There's like a line in it where he says like, "Is there a better way to start your trip in Vegas than winning big with a drink?" Like, and it was like, "That's what we do here. Is we like that's the way to start the night. Is you're gonna win big at the Golden Gate." And you could people in the thing were like, "Yeah,
Fun.
yeah." If you don't get the inside joke, Chase did that the entire time we were gambling. He would put his money on the table and go, fun.
We were playing Pai Gow, and there was an element to this particular game where they had a wheel that you could spin if you did play the bonus.
Tackett
game.
almost won $1.3 million.
And Tackett
with zero reaction.
Was 1 click away, 2 clicks away from the wheel turning
Totally
onto,
not predestined.
onto $1 million.
Why is it that you think that all of those things with massive payouts are always digital?
Always digital.
Every single time. Why is that?
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's
every
fun.
time that those wheels would spin on the thing, we would sit there and go fun.
Dude, I like hurt Chase's brain. He asked me about that like 10 times. Yeah, but what would your reaction have been if you won $1 million? And every time I'm like, the same. I have no reaction to shit like that.
It is.
There's no part of me that would be like, yeah! My first thought is like, dude, I owe so much taxes. It's my first thought.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, better save some of that.
yeah, okay, I won 1.3. What's the casino taking? What's the government taking? What am I taking home on it? I take home $50. Got it.
Sick.
Yeah, the army. It's the army that ruined that for me.
It still would have been a lot.
Oh, I'm gonna sign this contract. I already want to be here. I like being here. You're gonna let me stay for another 6 years? That sounds great. And you're gonna give me 20 grand? Fuck yeah. 11,000 hits my bank account.
Doctor.
I have a question. Like, where did the 8 go? Like,
9.
You're the government,
Puerto
and
Rico.
you're paying me, but I'm paying you back.
Yes.
This
Correct.
seems unfair.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Welcome to the casino.
Yeah,
You
I
could win big at the
signed
Golden
6
Gate.
years of my life away, got 20, pocketed 11, and spent the entire 11 to pay off a motorcycle that I was like super.
At
They were like
77%.
looking for it to repossess it, so I got nothing. Like,
It's a wash.
oh, watch.
Dude, there's something to be said about the people who are doing all the electric gambling. Like that go to like the electronic craps
Dude.
or go to the electronic blackjack. It's like,
bad.
first off,
This is already
Why?
rigged against you.
yeah, you're already set to lose.
But like the electronic one,
Yeah.
And there's them out there going, this has way better odds.
Yeah. If you were to ask someone that was sitting there with a wad of like 20s, feeding them into the 5-cent, if you asked them like, why do you play this? Everyone in Vegas has outsmarted the system.
Right.
And they're more than happy to explain to you like how they've outsmarted it. And it's like,
I outsmarted it by admitting that I was going to lose money.
Right.
And then giving myself a limit on how much money I was going to lose.
And then drinking $10,000 worth of alcohol.
making it back in Jack and Cokes. My question is, are you getting Jack? Because I don't think there's.
Yeah.
You don't think it's straight
it's light.
liquor?
No, it's like a half shot. In those little cups,
Yeah.
it's like a half shot.
Oh, it's not even like
It's not a full shot.
Oh, I just figured it was just straight rail.
Oh, it might be rail. It tastes like Jack.
Jack is. They'll put
Jack is-
Jack in a
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I've seen Jack be well whiskey before.
Really?
Yeah.
it tasted like a Jack and Diet.
Yeah. I mean, if it's Evan Williams is rail, and Evan
Yeah.
Williams is good. Black Label Evan Williams is good.
I used to drink that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to drink the plastic green label. When I was younger, I was like 17.
Yeah.
The roommate that I had was 21, and he would go to the liquor store and get 7 of those for the
green
week.
Evan.
Yeah, they were green label plastic bottles.
Yeah.
I used to drink those with straight ice.
Well,
What's wrong?
we had a good time.
Do you boys have
did you
any?
just check time?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you boys have any closing statements on what you've changed your mindset on that made you go from a frown and turn it upside down?
Is that the?
Oh, are you catching on?
Is that the subject of our?
That's what. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing that.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, yeah. I think what you said about just saying, hey, people are kind of what they are.
Yeah.
But that makes it more joyful when you see somebody who's really doing right. It makes it, I appreciate it even more.
Oh, when you see somebody
Because
doing good.
there's 2 ways you can look at it. You can either go, well, doing good is the standard, and so all you're doing when you get to that point is you're getting a C. And everybody else below will, kill them all.
The fuck you guy.
Right? That's a very
guy.
pessimistic way to look at it, though. Because you can also look at it and go, wow, out of the total number of people who are making an infinite number of possible decisions, and you're choosing to make the good ones, hey, that's something that we should appreciate and like, what would you say? Give praise to, hold it up, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It makes it more joyful to see that. I
Right.
think.
Very much more glass half full.
Yeah.
That
That's what I
that
mean.
positivity
Yeah.
outlook that
Yeah.
it's because in a way you can look at it and be like, it's kind of sad that doing good is like it is the standard, but it is then praised like it's something amazing. Or you could just be happy that people are doing good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's something I struggle with. It's like a part of that like military brainwash that like when you accomplish it's why like military guys are uncomfortable with the thank you for my service thing. It's like I just did my job. Like,
Yeah.
you know. But like there's this weird part of me where like when I hit I have some goal that I've been chasing. And I get to that goal and there's no part of me that enjoys the win at all. I just go like, of course, you were supposed to do this. And like there's no enjoyment in it almost. But not even almost. There's no enjoyment.
You got to
in it.
take a moment and do that.
Yeah,
It's important.
That was this range day trip to Vegas for me. Was
Yeah.
that moment? Like
Good.
being able to take $500 out of an ATM to gamble with is
Yeah.
more money than I've had for the entire week of being in SHOT Show every year I've gone.
Yeah.
That's been my taxi, food,
Awesome.
like my entire. Probably all of the money in my bank account was less than $500, and this time I was able to go and like not worry about what I was going to eat and be
Dude,
able
yeah,
to
the
gamble
last time we
$500.
were in Vegas, that was a
Scary, dude. I had $200 for the week.
Yeah.
And was stressed.
I-
When we were in Vegas last time, if you and
Yeah.
Bryce and Adam were getting us in for breakfast and you were having business meetings at dinner, we wouldn't have eaten.
Well, I kind of figured that, so that's
Well,
why
we
I offered to buy
appreciate
the
you.
dinners.
Why? Was it the sad, lost puppy look in our eyes that looked like
It's like, oh, these
we were
guys are
beating
kind of down on
abused
their
children?
luck. I'm going to offer to get this meal.
Bro, SHOT Show last year was scary. That I kept having people last year come to me and go like, "Hey, you want to go gamble?" And I was like, "Oh no, I'm already gambling." And they'd be like, "What?" And I'm like,
Yeah, if I don't score something here, I'm dying.
You know how like you could sit at the table and put $50 in and you're all in? When I leave Vegas this year, I'm homeless. I'm all in
I've been there.
Vegas right
I've been
now.
there.
Like,
Hell yeah, buddy.
I wouldn't do it any other way, man.
One time I went there and I
the
had,
story in life,
and I
man.
had $25 and I lost it on blackjack.
Hell yeah.
And and I coasted back into Southern California on fumes.
Yeah, I love it.
I did not know if I was going to get to my apartment.
Yeah. If life was
wasn't
easy,
great
it would
choices.
be boring. Yeah.
It wasn't great choices, but it taught me a lot.
Yeah. If life was easy, it would be boring, man.
It's true.
When you're sitting with some old guy on a bus stop, and he's like telling you, just starts rambling about his life, and you're like, holy shit, that's incredible. Well, it's because he did shit like that. I don't want to be the guy that gets to the end of it that has like no. I want the story
It's
of
fine.
like, I lost.
It's fine for
everything,
it to
man.
not be boring, but just you should learn along the way.
Yeah, 100%.
That's all I'm saying.
As you grow in age, you should have learned the lessons from your youth.
You know the philosophical question of like, what is a life well lived? To me, the way I answer that in my head is a life well lived is making mistakes once. If you can live your life making mistakes once, you're so far.
That time
ahead
you
of the
got
game.
married to Shaker, the dealer.
Yeah, bro, Shaker, get at me, dude. I looked at Amy right beside. Amy was sitting next to me, and I looked her like square in the eyes and was like, I'm a straight dude. But that is a pretty.
I like how you're on a first name basis with these folks who all they did was sit with us at a pie gow table for 5 hours.
Dude, Amy and Mike were a blast.
Dude, hell yeah.
They were a blast.
They
had
were.
me
We
cracking
had a
up the
good
whole
time with them. All right. Well, are we going to the after show?
We are.
Yeah.
Okay. What are we gonna do? We're gonna crack some more jokes on the after show.
Yeah. Oh, well, definitely. I've
Yeah.
got a new segment for you too, if you want to jump over
Oh,
there.
really?
Yeah.
A new
What is it?
exclusive segment brought
We're not
to
gonna
you
tell
by
him?
Mr.
Yeah,
Nolan the
fuck you on
Sandalorian.
YouTube. Why aren't you on Pepperbox?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? You
What
can
are we
watch
doing?
the exclusive after show.
Yeah, and if you're on Pepperbox and you didn't watch this on YouTube, fuck you too, all right?
Maybe we're doing segments on Pepperbox because they're a little too spicy sometimes for YouTube.
Racial is what he
Maybe.
means.
Yep.
It's not what I said. Anyway, if you want to get over
did
there,
not say that.
There's a link in the description below. You can start a 14-day free trial. And we'd just like to thank you for supporting and watching this show. And we hope you're having a wonderful day. And we will see you on the next one.
Wow. We're glad you came. Bye. Say something funny, Tackett.